Hello everybody and welcome to another crafting challenge, and it's coming up to autumn now, which means Halloween will soon be upon us, and for this I have prepared ta-da! The Halloween special wool felt kits from Daiso. Yes, we have plain jack-o'-lantern type happy pumpkin thing. Similar thing with crazy purple mask and friendly ghost with tiny jack-o'-lantern bag. Now last year as well, Daiso did these. I did try to do the pumpkin, then failing miserably. And this year I feel it's my chance to redeem myself by constructing not exactly the same, but the similar version this year. I've had a little bit more practice at these, and this is only 1 star, so it should be okay. The other ones 1 star and 2 star. If I have some time, I will do them. But we are looking at basic pumpkin. And looking on the back, you got your wool, your needle, your eyes, the hooks for making the little metal bit at the top there. Additionally, if anyone does plan on making these, you will need metal spike awl, I believe it's called. This is used for making the dents for the eyes to go in. And then also your glue to put on the eyes to hold them in place. Additionally, because these aren't the easiest things to do, you will also need some sort of spongy pad thing. I have this one, which is actually designed for these and bought in the same section of the shop for when you're stabbing your old needle in. And additionally, in the previous one where I made a pig, I did tend to stab both this finger and this thumb quite a lot when trying to do the finer details. So in preparation for this, I also have these costume plastic fingers to wear while I do it. Hopefully they will fit. I know they're probably for kids, but I don't have that fat fingers, so I'm hoping they will fit on and protect me. But before we get to working, let's have a look what this has. Inside you got your orange, your black and your yellow wool, the metal chain and the black bits for the eyes, won't need them just yet, and of course your strange serrated needle, which is also covered in a light oil, which you'll have to clean before you start using it, or else this will get very slimy. And as always, your lovely English translated instructions, which I do enjoy and I'm very grateful for. Now with these, you don't have to be too specific. As you can see here, it just shows you how to break up the wool as needed. Generally, you have the big pieces and then a small bit to finish. In the case of this pumpkin, the yellow is used to finish the hat, the orange is used to finish something, and the black is used to attach the metal bit to the hat as well. And all you do, you get the wool it tells you to, and you stab it into the shape you want with the needle. Now, I often underestimate how long it takes to actually do this, but making the body of this pumpkin using this could take anywhere up to an hour, and all you're doing is stabbing it as so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break this up according to here and get started, I guess, and I'll be back when it's a little bit ways done and I can show you a little bit more. So as you can see, we have made the start of the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. I'll just call it a pumpkin from now. And yes, additionally, these plastic fingers are working incredibly well. I haven't stabbed myself once yet, and already finished stage 1. Now, one thing I should also point out is these needles are extremely delicate. If you are trying to shape it and you stab it and move it, the end will snap and fly somewhere in the room, and it's quite dangerous, so don't do that. Just take it very easy and stab things when you need to. Now, if you haven't actually done one of these before, it is just a case of very slowly shaping the wool whilst stabbing it like this to get the shape you want. The more you stab it, the smaller it gets, well, the more compact it gets, and the easier it is to work with. When you're making the body like this, the inside doesn't really need to be too hard, but then when you put the final layer on, you want to do that just enough to give it a nice smooth finish. And that is what I must do next with all this. Essentially put it on, stab it as you roll it around. It should take about 10 minutes, I guess. Although I should also point out, you don't really want to wear these for a long time because they make your fingers go purple. The two layers of wool have come together to form this lovely little ball. It seems to be a little bit smaller than it recommends in the instructions, but I don't mind because it looks reasonably the right shape. Also, after finishing stabbing it, you get all these little holes, so I found just rolling it in your hands a little bit kind of clears it up a bit, and yeah, looks alright. Now that we've gone round stabbing the circular shape, what is next, you ask? And yes, we have to use the needle to stab a number of dents in the side of the circle to create the kind of pumpkin shape, and then use the orange wool to create the different colours. Now, the one last year did have exactly the same style here, and this is essentially where I failed because I didn't realise you actually have to stab it quite a lot. So this time I'm going to take my time and see if I can do it a little bit better. Additionally, I don't recommend wearing these for more than 5 or 10 minutes at a time because it does cause your fingers to hurt. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to go around finding the middle and stabbing it in a circle to create a lovely dent all the way around, and try and cut it into 12 even parts. Wish me luck. Alright, so I've given that a go, and you can see some slight outline. Oh, there's not very good. You can kind of see the individual segments here. Now, the instructions do say to divide it into 12, but I've only done it into 8 because, well, mine's a lot smaller than the one in there. Don't know why. Maybe I overstabbed in the original part. But that's alright because 8 should be enough. Now, after we've done this, we need to add the orange wool. So it's yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange. So it doesn't matter that the dents are not so clear yet because the orange will help identify them. I hope. Okay, so this is what we were looking for. This is what we got. Yes, I don't really know how they make it so defined in the images, but, well, this bit looks quite good. The rest is not very even. But that's okay, because once you've got the hat on, it'll hide a lot of that. And then all you've got to do is put the face on. Although here, it just looks like he's got very long hair, I suppose. Maybe I'll do it that way, just because it's fun. Nose in the middle, mouth, and 2 eyes. So, that is what we have to do next. Should be fun. All in the eyes, glue them in the sockets, and then stab in the mouth and nose. Never have I been successful at a nose and mouth, so I'm going to need luck on this one. Well, this is what it's supposed to look like. Quite cute. Very thin mouth with a very small nose. Yeah, not quite the same. Hang on, if it focuses, there you are. Well, maybe if I make the mouth a bit I don't know. Oh well, at least it has a face, and it's Halloween after all. We don't want the cute one, we want something that looks a little bit messed up. Yes, I consider this a success. Now, the only part that's missing from this wonderful creature now is its hat. And to do that, we must make 2 pieces. A spiraled piece and a circle piece. The circle piece I think I can manage, and then it's just a case of making the old spiral. That I have failed in the past, but I will try. Here goes nothing. Okay, so this was the original design here. the yellow and orange patterned pumpkin with a little smile and a very small hat. How did mine turn out? Ta-da! It's a little bit different. The hat is a bit longer than it should have been. But, you know, it looks like a pumpkin with a hat on, or it looks like a pumpkin with a black candle on its head. I don't know. That's your choice. But it did get the old strap, which is quite good. Now, I have to say, I am really not very good at making these things. But I think we can all agree that this year is significantly better than last year. As last year, this doesn't even look like a pumpkin. Although it is sort of pleasing. And you can see that the hat became hair after I couldn't figure out how to do it. So, with a comparison, this year, at least people would recognise what it was supposed to be.